Hello, it's Krista here again with you today, and Daisy. Daisy, say hi. So today I want to continue with my talk on addiction and toxic people. I know during my own life, sometimes I don't really know what to say or what to talk about, but usually the topic comes to me. Usually about something that I'm dealing with in my own life, and it's usually about recovery, codependency, and the steps needed in order to keep working through your recovery, no matter how small or big your changes are in your life, that you're doing one step at a time, be it baby steps, which is the easiest way. Last time I talked a lot about expectations that we put on ourselves, and a lot of times how we make them really high, and they're almost overwhelming, and we live our lives saying that we're going to do this or make that change, and do things differently all in that day, when you find yourself going back into the patterns of feeling stuck and overwhelmed and just kind of like blah, like I'm really not getting all that I want to achieve done this day or this week, and maybe your work piles up or different things, or you don't get those bigger projects done, like if you wanted to, say, repaint your house, which is I'm kind of in the process of right now, and all these different things. Maybe you need to, you're getting behind in your work or schoolwork, and you find that at the end of the day you don't get all of that done on your list. With a little bit of listening to through videos, other videos that I listen to lately, it's kind of been about how we put too much on our list, and we don't realize that nobody could probably accomplish all that in one day or 1 week or even 1 month. Maybe we are not making enough money to set aside the, you feel like you're never making enough money to get ahead or to save back or whatever it may be. And you just feel kind of at a loss, or not feeling that great sense of accomplishment that you want to, and it just makes you feel down. I say not to be too hard on yourselves, and myself included. Every day when you might only get a little bit accomplished at a time, with whatever that may be, some days you are going to do less, and some days you're going to get more done. But really, what are you putting on the list for yourself? What are some of those goals and accomplishments that you can work at, instead of gun-ho until you're tired and exhausted and depleted, into doing them at smaller steps every day? A lot of times we can make this big to-do list, and we don't even realize that that could not be accomplished on one day or whatever, Look at your expectations you're drawing for yourself. I know that if we can only take a portion of that list, and maybe even instead kind of make it a weekly goal instead of like an one-day goal to get all those things done or even started. What good habits can we get into where we're not feeling like just let down that we cannot get it all finished in the time that we want to, because there is more involved than just you know, doing everything really fast and in a hurry. And number one, it does not make life enjoyable. You might find yourself depressed or wanting more, not feeling satisfied, or even losing that motivation to go on with that dream project of yours, or whatever is in your mind that you want to accomplish. That we will be satisfied when we reach that, but in the process of it all, like through the whole thing and working at the task until it's done, losing that joy and freedom and fun in be it learning. Maybe we need to learn more about whatever it is, and we're learning different things, maybe through different people or through different books or things every day. This might be a little hard to understand. I know it can kind of be confusing and frustrating, but what can we accomplish now and still have those feelings of positivity, instead of I will never get that project done, or I will never feel better, and I need to feel better now so I can finish that project. And then a lot of times we might use false things in order to feel that sense of positivity. Like we might go for more drinks, more visiting time with friends, and we put all these things in there that help us cope with feeling good in the moment, when in essence they're more false, and in the end you're still left feeling like, well, I never did get as much of that I was supposed to get done, and you're still left feeling empty, unmotivated, and like just a lack of confidence or esteem, even, that we will never be able to do that, or we will never be good enough, or we can never finish whatever it is that we strive to do. Again, it goes back into, I think, choosing. Who are you choosing to be around? Are they getting you off target? What is in your life distracting you from accomplishing, even in small steps, the things that you really want for yourself or to do? So I think this is a big one for a lot of people. And just to make sure that who you are putting into your life, or the things that you are joining in, are you allowed, or are those people allowing you to do the work on your dreams, or whatever it is that you're working on? Or are they more of a distraction? How many hours in a day are you going to put towards, in small steps, what you are working towards? And maybe to prioritize these other things, like the what is the right reward or whatever, although they do say to work, and then at the end of it, sorry, my mind is kind of clouding, reward yourself when the work is all done, but in the middle of it, while you're doing whatever work that is, make sure that you include to have fun during that process as well. because it really kind of can bring us down when we are not giving ourselves, enjoying the process of getting to that accomplishment of whatever it is that we want. I think this goes more into a spiritual and emotional stuff, where you're trying to fit, say, meditation into your life, reading another chapter of that book, visiting and spending quality time with your children, or also joining things, which is important for you, just to be social and make friends and things, and meet, you know, others that you need as well in your journey in your healthy journey of recovery. Make sure that what you're joining is not going to get in the way and hold you back from these dreams. And we can become more aware of who these people are and what these activities are, where maybe we need to do some changing and rearranging in setting our priorities and keeping to our priorities, where we can still enjoy every moment of every day in every way, instead of getting down and getting mad at ourselves and hurting ourselves further, or letting other people, you know, into our lives that are toxic, that might keep us beaten down, or expectations of others socially that might not be as rewarding as finishing that project or whatever it is. But making sure that you don't cut off from joining socially and living life, you know, day to day, and so every day counts and you're enjoying every day, instead of crashing through those tests, or you know, like study crash cramming for that whatever it is, or that work or whatever it is, where you are not allotted enough time to succeed and have fulfillment in every day. I know that's a problem that I can really deter me from keeping on the ball. And what I'm describing is like a way to keep on the ball and also keep satisfied in everyday experiences. So I kind of wanted to share a little bit of that, because we can really be hard on ourselves, and maybe we were taught to work, and then you know, if you're having a lot of new light bulbs and ideas, if you're wanting to get into your own business, or even get more ideas of more opportunities into your life, of growing whatever it is that you want, you know, staying on course where you're getting pleasure in your everyday activities, no matter what you are doing, without getting stuck and feeling just like giving up or depressed, where you just want to give in and just sit there one day when you're burnt out and just watch TV all day, and you're too tired to, or not motivated enough to get going with whatever you were so excited about. I know I can get that way a little bit with my painting right now, and I can put all these excuses down and justifications, as in, like, well, I really wanted to paint this big wall mural, but my allergies hay fever is so bad at the end of the year for me, that can be a justification. My health isn't, if you have poor health, my health isn't allowing me to want to get up and do that 2 little extra things a day worth your project. And we can really get lost in that depending on how hard you are on yourself. If you can give yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard on yourself would you say that you are right now? Are you loving yourself, being kind to yourself, taking that time a day to care for yourself, and not push yourself into that exhaustive point where you try to pick yourself in other ways by maybe using another round of meth where you need a drink to relax, and you're not finding healthy ways and simpler and smaller time frames where we begin to actually beat ourselves down again by using these more toxic methods. Are we eating right? If you have diabetes, stomach problems, are you not giving yourself enough time in your busy work day to put that extra fruit or veggies or make that smoothie when you just want to hurry and you find yourself going to McDonald's like once a day because you're at a fast pace. I know in my taxi driving I can do that, and then after a week goes by, I wonder why I'm so depleted. So it's really important that we add things inside that fridge that we can grab in and out, like that fresh tray of grapes or strawberries. Cut out a lot of more of the grease in your diets, and live more healthily, where you do feel more like more energy to sustain you and keep you going, and put a smile on your face instead of getting all huffy and puffy again. To not forget that that is really important. You know, taking time for prayer and meditation, either in the morning or at night, I know is some helpful advice when we are on the go, or if we're just feeling a complete lack of motivation, and we might not think that there is a reason. Maybe look for different reasons why. You might have to go into your gut intuition for this, and you know, look deeper within you about maybe what you're lacking or what could be holding you back, and making sure that you do put time in there for loved ones and healthy play, and maybe creating more of a work environment where play is included in that, whatever it is, but just to be careful. So I just kind of wanted to give this out today. I know that I do have to practice this every day too, and it can be a real struggle when we are on the go, and there's a lot to do. But not to justify these things as an excuse as to not get what we really want to do accomplished. So thank you. Have a peaceful day, everyone. Daisy says bye, and have a nice day.